Yo, what's going on, everybody? We back. Couchlore pod. As you can see, damn, it's been a minute since I pod. No cap. But Couchlore pod. I think the last joint we recorded was back in June. This is episode 2. It's gonna sound a little crazy because, like I just said, we recorded 2 other joints, but they're not really coming out. We're gonna break them out in clips, but it's full form content. We back with episode 2. I'm here with Dre. Some of the guys I ain't gonna lie, they bullshit. So shout out to our first of all, shout out to my brother Sway. It was his birthday today, so he's out of the country completely. Um, Ab should be joining. Right, round of applause. Ab should be joining maybe after 9. We'll see if that nigga really show up. But again, let's get to the people that actually are here. Dre, my dog, how you feeling, man?
Bro, I'm cool. Been doing another little project on the side, been getting that up off the ground. But honestly, bro, I feel good. I'm definitely ready for these topics tonight.
For sure, for sure. And like you just said, go ever follow Dre. A lot of the same similar content. To be honest, Couchlore and his John. It is called FYO, aka Fuck Your Opinion. Kind of feed off each other. Um, we might talk about more other stuff over here, but as far as just like anime and those type of stuff, again, if you enjoy that type of content, you can fuck with us both, Couchlore and Fuck Your Opinion. They're one and the same here. So real quickly before we get started, Couch Lore. If you guys been paying attention, we've been going pretty hard on streaming. Um, the Twitch has been going pretty decent. I believe we have like 12 followers. I think out of those 12 followers, you got to kind of eliminate the people that you know, whatever. So I think out of that, I want to say at least 6 or 7 of them are just completely strangers. So shout out to us over there on Couch Lore. Bunch of shit coming with that. Obviously, what we got Madden that come next week or in 2 weeks, something like that. Sway
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna be streaming Madden. I'm pretty sure 2K is around the corner. Call of Duty's coming up. Uh, uh, GTA is coming up. We getting the stream coming. So over there right now we got like Halo campaign evolve. We got college football. 2K. Shout out to Dre and Sway. They ended up playing 2K. That one is a little bit slow to come out though because we've been streaming straight from Xbox. Like we can't really hear Dre. Okay, we can't really hear Dre, so it's like some of the video content is just like it's just like it's just like Dre. I'm assuming it's just like Sway playing by himself because we
Yeah,
can't hear
we
you.
just getting our ass whooped too. Well, we won't
um,
get whooped, but yeah, we won't winning.
yeah, but again, you can at least still. The reason why I'm bringing these things up because you can at least still go to Twitch. Again, that's Twitch at Couchlore and still watch them. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I'll be breaking those joints up and putting them on the YouTube channel, which is Couchlore Podcast. So again, appreciate everybody been tapping into the Twitch. Um, Outside of that, what we got going on? Yeah, just the Twitch. I've been streaming Tekken. I've been also playing Hogwarts Legacy. I've been doing my research. Um, Again, make sure you guys stay tuned because we are going to be evolving over to like Streamlabs and shit. So when we stream together, like if me and Dre wanted to play a game right now, you'd be able to hear both of us and shit like that. Right now, we're just getting shit off the ground. So we appreciate you guys for rocking with us from the mud because that's where the real fan base comes from, right? Um, so yeah, um, starting off again, kind of right back to fuck your opinion. These guys kind of already covered it, and a lot of some of the other guys they didn't. They actually went that are not here. Ab went, Marky went as well. But we got a guy that went live in the flesh, Dre. He did end up going to RDC DreamCon in the top of July. Um, yeah, just a quick recap, bro. Again, I know you already did it, but you got to bring that love over to Couchlore where it really starts out. So, quick recap, bro, on how your DreamCon was and maybe some of your highs and some of your lows, if any.
For sure, I love the experience of DreamCon. I feel like if you're into anime, gaming, comics, or any of those nerd spaces, DreamCon is definitely a place to go. What I liked about it was honestly just seeing a whole lot of people of color gathered together having a good time. Little to no violence outside of the unsanctioned boxing matches. I feel as though like that was the only violence I saw. there for the weekend, and it's definitely hard to get a whole lot of people in a place like that for that long of a period of time and not have anything go off. So definitely shout out to them and everybody who attended for keeping it safe and keeping it in control. And also just like seeing all of the different creators, whether it's was in passing or just going to different panels and everything like that. And then like I used to be a guy on Twitch watching DreamCon events. Being there to be able to see the actual events like the dodgeball, the basketball games, and everything like that was definitely a breath of fresh air. It was an experience that I love. And one thing that I would like to do next time I go is actually cosplay. And probably like cosplay every day. So all 3 days that DreamCon is
Okay, that's a
live,
change.
have a cosplay for every day. But that's something I would have to work out in advance. Something that I say I kind of didn't like, but it's like you can't really control it. Is it's so much going on, you're bound to miss something that you wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like we was at the Big Josh comedy show, but they had a basketball game, so we only got to see about 30 to 45 minutes of the comedy show. We got to see about 2 or 3 of the comics go up, and then it's like, all right, we gotta leave because we paid to go to the basketball game, so I'm not missing that. But it's like, yo, I really have no complaints with DreamCon outside of the scheduling times and all of that. But it's like I said, so many people, so much to do. You're going to want to do everything, and you just can't. It's impossible. So it's like you gotta pick and choose your battles, figure out what you want to go to the most, and kind of rank those things, and make sure you do the things you actually really want to do. And then I feel like some of the stuff that didn't add to my experience was it was my first one, so it's not even just my first Dream Con, my first con in general. So I went in there not really knowing what to expect, didn't have my stuff planned out for day to day. The first day we was really just in there mobbing, walking around, seeing what was there. Like within the first 30 minutes of getting there, everybody was split up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
Right.
it's like, bro, get in where you fit in. Because I took a lap around Artist Alley with Earth, and then we ended up meeting everybody in the game room. Saw Cuff play a little bit of Tekken. Boog was on Street Fighter. Then Boog played some 2K while we was out there too. And it's just like everybody that was there for the most part was in good spirits. It was no ignorance.
Right. Which is
And
beautiful.
I just loved it. Honestly, the only ignorant interaction I had was with one of the staffers, because it was a panel. So we went and we asked, he was like, yo, what's going on in here? She's like, I don't know. I don't even know why y'all here. I'm like, what you mean? You working and enjoying, you don't know what's going on. But
Right.
it's like I understand, because they might not have been people who were hired by RDC. They might be people who work for the venue itself. But definitely a 10 out of 10 experience. Oh, for sure, because you should be prepped and know what's going on.
Right. Yeah, and really quickly, just go back on a little bit that you said. They also had, because I know you said some of the ignorance, but they did have some quote unquote, and I am saying quote unquote big air quotes, some what I would say regulated um ignorance, because I believe they had some like amateur boxing. I mean, I'm excuse me, wrestling.
Wrestling?
Yeah. So like, yo, watching that, because again, guys, unfortunately, I couldn't make it, but just watching it and like seeing a lot of how it goes. Again, this is the perfect combo right here. Dre and I, we know the RDC lore. We've been watching these guys for forever. But kind of just what he was saying, like I was more happy for my guys to be out there because I'm watching it live. Like I work from home that Friday, so I watched from Friday all the way to Sunday. I watched from open ceremony all the way to closing ceremony, and then know that my guys is having just as much fun as I am watching it. Like I can only be happy for them. So I definitely stay tuned for like the collab of Fucky Opinion and Couchlore being out there next
For
year.
sure.
100% stamped. 100% we out there next year. Um, but yeah, appreciate it, bro. Um, really quickly, moving on. Again, still talking about cons. Kind of open up the floor for both of us here. So as you guys, as you know, cons, like you said, that was your first con. And I want to say, as a person that's just been like kind of like watching cons overall for like the past few years, I've been feeling like more and more people are open to going to them, and that includes DreamCon, that includes Comic Con, Anime Con, or Anime Expo, excuse me, all that type of shit. I feel like more and more people are going, but as we know, we did give RDC a lot of praise, but on the socials, there was a lot of bullshit that was going on at DreamCon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unfortunately, because it's DreamCon and it's less of a partnerized, speaking of RDC, they starting to stream right now. It's less of a partnerized thing. Like they don't have the huge. Obviously, they were sponsored by McDonald's, which is huge. That's crazy. But like, there is no other conglomerate that's actually hosting it. It's mainly RDC putting the shit together. So I feel like a lot of the bullshit you see on social media, you don't really see from other cons because I guess they quote unquote it more professional. But the reason why I say that is to kind of open the floor. Um, how do you feel about cons more general? Do you think that more cons are becoming more popular because of their places of people of interest, or they just really starting to become this place where it's like, oh, like my man's is going, or oh, I might open up social media and I see girls that are sexy and they're cosplaying, or in the same pause, but the same going for women to guys, like, oh, I see these guys with no shirts because they dressing up as Zorro and they dressing up as all these people, and I want to see that. Like, is it are cons starting to become like one of those things that are like just to go for entertainment, or are we really are we really holding on to the essence of these are places of people that have the same interests?
Honestly, I feel like the majority as of right now is still people of interest going, because I feel like now we're in a place where people can nerd out and it not be such a big deal. So it'll be somebody you might consider as attractive, whether it's a man or a woman, whatever your preference is, you see them there, and it's somebody who, off the eye test, you don't think would be into those sort of things, but because of how much traction anime and everything has gained, they're more open to being themselves and expressing themselves. And by a byproduct of that, I feel like it's a lot more people at least trying to give stuff a try.
Right.
And then you have, of course, the people who have no interest in it at all, who are just there because it's a whole lot of people there. And I feel like DreamCon deals with a lot more of that than anywhere else does. One, because of where it is. It's in Houston. So like it's Houston is already known for being a city where you, like, yo, if you want to go have a good time,
Yeah.
go out to Houston. So it's like, all right, I can go take a trip to Houston and go to DreamCon.
Right. Right. Right.
And then also, like you said, I feel like it's not as big as those other cons. And then uh, the biggest thing to me is it's a creator owned con.
Huge. That's huge.
So they're creators. A, a lot of their friends are creators. So even if you're not a fan of RDC, 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
one of your favorite streamers were there.
A
So there's
hundred
people
percent.
going with just the hope or the off chance that they might be able to see one of their favorite streamers, whether that be Duke Dennis, Your Rage, Rakai was there. Like,
Yeah.
you never know who you might run into. Shoot, Ben Nadon was there. And it's
Facts.
like, these aren't people that people would see on the regular. Say like, all right, this might be my one opportunity to go see this person. so I'm going to go here to see them. Whereas Comic Con, there's not a big creator space at Comic Con, at least for
Yeah,
people of color, so you don't have to really worry about seeing those kinds of things. Because cons have been on my timeline heavy on Instagram, so I can speak to and say like the same stuff I was seeing at DreamCon is going on in other cons as well, but it's not as highlighted because of the uh, the attendance base.
yeah.
I can say.
And to add to that point, I think I think what RDC does, which is that beautiful blend of the creators, but you also get your top tier like people that's really in the game for real. Like you can go to a Comic Con and you can run into all the famous voice actors that's from Vegeta to freaking this person does Megatron's voice, and all these people. The um the girl that does I forgot her name, the white girl. She do um Cosmos. I think she do Cosmo. She do one of them. She do like Fairy Odd Parents voice. She had all the cons usually all the time. You get a bigger chance of running into them there, but you can also run into them at DreamCon, right? Because
Yeah.
not only do you get the creators, you also get the boy that's the voice actor for Samurai Jack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You get Issa Rae. Issa Rae was there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think RDC just does a really good job. And again, I wanted to broaden it to cons in general, but that's just another check mark again for DreamCon overall. But yeah, I think cons are becoming a little bit more of those. To me, I think cons are becoming more of those. Oh, let me go to see spaces. But I think that we do still have a grasp on it because it's like it's a lot of people's one and done. Like
Mm-hmm.
you kind of see a lot of people. They might be like, "Oh, I don't really like comics, or I don't really like, Spider-Man, Superman, stuff like that." But I'm gonna just go, and if I just go to just say I go, which is cool because I think this is a space where we accept everybody. Um,
And
so
we
yeah, I'm
don't
happy
need
that
to.
we right. Yes, that's a fact. But yeah, I think that's dope that we do give everybody a chance. And I'm happy that it's not like like the cons haven't reached like for a parallel. The cons haven't reached like a sports aspect where it's like, oh, it's just a bunch of people going because they trying to accomplish
Mm-hmm.
one thing that has absolutely nothing to do with the con. Um, so yeah, moving forward. Hey, if you guys made it this far, again, welcome to Couchlore. If you're new, if you're not, go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Again, Couchlore Podcast, pretty much on everything. So Couchlore Podcast on YouTube, Couchlore Podcast on Instagram, Couchlore Podcast on TikTok, but on Twitch we are just Couchlore. Pretty simple and straightforward. Um, Again, our last episode we did shoot back in June, and again that episode's not even out. But I gotta catch up with my guy, bro. What you watching? Um, I'm gonna keep it on watching right now because obviously me and you we read manga, so we just gonna keep it
Mm-hmm.
on watching right now. What you watching right now, bro?
Still on that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Big
Um,
slime.
I'm caught up to that. I watch that week to week. I said I was going to catch up on Demons today, but I lied. Um,
Whoa! Stay right here. Why? What happened?
bro, I cut this show joint on, and I'm just like, I'm cool, bro. I'm
Bro,
cool.
that's funny. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I feel like I caught up on Damon's, and then when he texted me, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch him on Damon's." Like, I look back, I said, when the fuck did like 4 or 5 episodes come out? Like I feel like when did what y'all drop every day? Like what the hell?
Bro, right? Because I swear I did not miss like 6, 7 weeks of
Bro,
episodes.
I couldn't have, bro.
Y'all double booking. But then, what else? Honestly, um, I picked slowly watching Demon Slayer again because I just watched
Okay.
the movie, of course, and then we've been reading that as well. But not gonna get too much into that. I mainly um started watching it again just for the sake of the argument we were having in office, me, you, and Ab. Not really an argument, more of a discussion about Rengoku versus Tengen, and then Rengoku's uh performance against Akaza versus Gyu's performance against Akaza. Like, I want to watch all of their individual fights just to see, all right, at that time where everybody was, who did the best in their matchup.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And
Um,
then, go ahead.
is that all? Is that all that you've been watching?
Shoot, for the most part, on a consistent basis, yeah.
Okay.
I've watched the first 3 episodes of Black Torch. Then I
Fire.
watched the first 2 episodes of Tomb Raider King. Not really too keen
Not it.
on that.
Not it, bro.
Then me and my girl, I had her yesterday watch the first 2 episodes of season 1 of Promise Neverland.
Okay. That's dope. That's dope. Um. So obviously, you guys know that we're in August. Um. Right. We're in August, and time is moving fast. I am still behind. I'm one of those people that knew shit was there, but wasn't really watching it. Not that I didn't care about it. I just really wasn't watching it. Like Dre makes fun of me all the time. I'm the old head that was there, but I wasn't there, right? So I've been catching up on Black Clover because obviously Black Clover comes back in October. Um, but outside of that, I've been watching Clevitus. Clevitus season 2 has came out. Um, like Dre said as well, I've been watching Black Torch. I have missed the last episode though. Um, been watching Reincarnated as a Slime as well. Um, let me see. Yeah, that's really. Oh, I lied. Shout out. I don't want to keep bringing these niggas up because this is Couchlore and not RDC, but we take a lot of inspiration from those guys. Shout out, shout out Dylan. I've been watching that Samurai Chan flow. I'm a little behind though, because there's only one season in that shit, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm only on episode 6, but overall, just a great. eh, I kind of want to wait till Dre watches it because we might have to double back later in the future and have um, a talk about animes that only have one season and rank them. Because this genre is up there, as you guys know, shit like Cowboy Bebop, probably like one of the greatest of all time. Again, only one season, but I think that's a list that we can come together with. Just animes that only have one season that are actually good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, outside of that, not really watching too much. I did, just like Dre said, I did end up watching um, the Demon Slayer Infinite Castle #1 um, because it re-released. I didn't catch it the first time, but as far as the actual Demon Slayer show itself, I'm all caught up just because we read the manga. So definitely can't wait to do that back and forth with how what would you say with the Hashras and the demons that where they were. Yo, real quick, I seen something today that said what was it #3 was Tengen's brother or something like that.
Hmm?
Hold on, hold on, let me find this real quick. It was somebody on. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. Uh,
Who is Upper Moon 3? Oh, that's Akasa's Upper Moon 3. Yeah, y'all. So another joint that I just thought about that I've been watching is Ayoashi. It's a soccer anime. This will be my 3rd time watching that joint, not gonna lie. just because me and was having a conversation and Ab said Blue Lock is a better soccer anime than Ayoashi, and I definitely strongly disagree with that take. And then niggas, yup, better lock in. It's a whole lot of stuff that's getting another additional season coming up in October. And we're in August now. So in like 2 months, we gonna get hit with a whole bunch of peak season 2s that's dropping back on a weekly basis. So niggas better lock in.
Quick intermission from me, real quick. Dre, hold it down for me, real quick.
Yeah, I got you, brother. Alright, and then so in October, I think that's when Black Clover comes back out. The soccer anime I was just talking about, Ayoashi, comes back out in October. So like this fall, we have a big lineup of just anime coming out. And then once you get through the fall, you have even more, because at the top of the year for next year, it's a whole lot of stuff that's supposed to come out as well. So just a couple joints that's coming out in the fall. Like I said, we got Black Clover. Let me see. I'm on a website right now, kind of looking at it, so I can give you a good. Look like part 2 of Ace of the Diamond as well. That's a real good baseball anime. Like for people who love baseball, I definitely recommend watching that. And even if you don't love baseball, you just want to kind of get a understanding of the game, it's also a good anime to watch, because I feel like they do break it down pretty well. And then for everybody who watches the Apothecary Diary, season 3 for that is coming out in October as well. Then you get Tokyo Revengers, that's also coming out, and that's October. We're getting I guess there's a Dragon Ball Super movie about beers. And then Togen Anki, some people like it, some people hate it. We getting another season of that coming out in October. October is fucking locked, bro. The Yozakura Family season 2 part 2 is coming back in October. That's definitely a good anime as well. I watched a little bit of that. Now, this is one I've seen the what's that called? The trailer for this one. It's called The Vermilion Mask. I'm definitely interested in watching this, because I haven't seen much on it outside of the trailer, but the trailer was one of those things that grabbed me, so I'm gonna definitely tap into that. And then let's look at winter 2027. So for winter 2027, we got Mashle, Magic, and Muscles. We have that coming in January with a couple more episodes. Then we got Shangri-La Frontier. Great show. I love that show. That's coming back out in January. We getting Sakamoto Days season 2 in January. What else? Let me see. Let me see what else. I think that's it that I'm really excited for. Those 3, and then of course Kagurabachi is next year as well. Then we get Dandadan season 3. I have to catch up on that show. I kind of fell back on that. Ooh, this is one. The world's finest assassins gets reincarnated into another world. Gas. I said this over on Fuck Your Opinions podcast. If Reincarnated is in the title, I'm giving it a chance. I'm definitely watching that. And then Frieren, that's coming out in fall of next year. Let me see. And then That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, that's getting the second part of the fourth season next year as well. Sentenced to Be Hero season 2 is coming out, but there's no exact timeline on that either. But the biggest thing I'm looking forward to next year, honestly, is Kagurabachi. Like, we started our podcast late, so it's going to seem like I'm just buying into the hype that I've been seeing. But I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I got the Shonen Jump app right here on my phone. I've been subscribed to that joint for a minute. And I was reading that joint week to week before it was even in the talks. And, like, I've been fucking with that joint for a long time. So I'm definitely excited for that. Another joint I see on here. Kindergarten Wars. Gas. Kindergarten Wars comes out April of next year. I have the first 4 volumes of Kindergarten Wars downstairs on my shelf. I fuck with that shit heavy. I'm waiting for the next volume to drop in English so I can grab that. That's dropping in the next couple months, I believe. So I can't wait to get my hands on that and read it. But yeah, these next few months, lock in, catch up on everything that's dropping in October, so that you're not scrambling trying to watch 1,001 anime all at once, because it's not enough time in the day. Trust me, to watch everything that's about to come out. It's not enough time. So catch up on stuff little by little while you can, so that you're not worried about dodging spoilers when next year comes. Because trust and believe, once that first episode of Kagurabachi drop, stay off Twitter, stay off Instagram. If that's what your algorithm is, stay off those sites, because people are going to be on there talking about it. People are going to be on there dropping clips. People are going to be on there reacting. And best believe I might get in the mix, because you can't spoil me if I read. And I read. Oh, another joint. If y'all on Amazon Prime, Hell Mode, I like that show. So the gist of that show is, Bull was a gamer. He gets pulled into the game he was playing, and he picks the highest difficulty on the game, which is Hell Mode. And he picks a summoner class, and everybody in the game levels up at a faster rate than he does. But being a summoner in that world is just OP, so he's able to kind of bridge the gap as far as level. It's an interesting watch. I fuck with that. And also Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War, that's out right now too. And then, I don't know if this is your cup of tea, but somebody at work mentioned this too. Chainsmoker Cat, it just dropped on Netflix. If that's your vibe, go ahead, tap into that junk. This a good It's a good little website. MyAnimeList.net. We not we not at the manga section yet, but when this, I'm telling you right now, when we get there, I got some gas for y'all. I ain't even talked to Q about this one yet, so it's gonna be new for him too. And I gotta start watching JoJo's because everybody talking about Steel Ball Run is gas.
Jesus Christ! Don't ever let your parents get a new fucking phone. Damn. Anyway, again, my apologies. You guys look at the two faces here. We're gonna again. It will be through IG Live, so he'll probably be on Fuck Your Opinion. I'll be through Couchlore, but we will be bringing Manga Mondays, and this is for our manga readers. So Dre, let's go ahead and get into it. Just give him a slight preview. Shout out to the boy Dre. This is the Dre episode, low key. Um, Introduce the boy to Monster. Man, we're not gonna get into the detail because I want to really save it for those Manga Mondays. But overall, since you finished it, I'm chat chat. I'm about to read number 5 and 6. There's 8 of them, so I would say I'm at that halfway point. But he did finish it. Dre, give the chat a little bit what they might be in for.
Gas peak. Like, if you're into mystery, thriller, like, think of like Law and Order SVU ish is type.
Yes.
Like that's the kind of vibe it'll give you, because in long story short, a doctor saves the life of a young boy who ends up going on to end up being a serial killer. But the big thing is, a couple of the bodies that the boy catch early on helped the doctor progress his career. So then the doc is pretty much, everybody think the doc is knocking people off. So one, he takes responsibility because he's like, I saved you. So these people are dead because I saved your life. And then it's also like, I kind of got to clear my name if I want to live in any type of normalcy. And that's the gist of the story without giving out too many details. Everything I did express to you, like, you get it in the first volume. So, like, I read, I think it's 18 total volumes, but I have the VIG signatures. And with the signatures, they put, like, 2 volumes in one. So it cut the 18 and a half down to 2. So within like the first volume of that, it tells you exactly that. Like, even if you read the book, that's what the back of the book would tell you. So right. I really did not spoil a whole lot for y'all. And if you're not a big manga person, the anime is on Netflix. And like me and Q, we already got it lined up. After we finish the manga, we're going to watch the anime. We're going to compare the two. And y'all will get that content. So, like,
right.
It's about to be a lot. That's y'all. And it's even more anime manga that we're reading that we haven't even, like, really got to get into too much just because we're trying to get through Monster. Q's been reading a lot of Berserk. It's a couple upcoming shonen that we've been reading that we can't wait to put y'all onto. So Manga Mondays is about to be lit. And then it's one manga I haven't even talked to Q about this one yet, but I read it last week because it popped up on my Twitter. It's only one chapter out right now, but it's called Monkey Hunting. It sounds crazy, but like I don't know if y'all can
Okay,
see that
okay.
good,
Well, let me see if I can. Let's
or I could
see.
send that joint to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Send me a screenshot real quick. We're on chat. Might be able to go
Bro,
ahead and just share a little bit because shout out to our platform now. We can actually share.
I just sent you
Hold on, let me do that.
the screenshot, bro. Like the name, when I heard the name, I said, "This about to be some bullshit." And then I'm like, "Oh nah, this is actually one of them ones, bro."
All right, chat. I'm gonna
Let
go
me see
ahead
if
and
I can
show
get
you
to the
guys now.
sideways view of it.
How did I show you that? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Trying to give y'all a good image of this John. Why can't I close this? There we go.
And then I'm gonna send you another little screenshot. It's gonna be the last 2 pages, so it's a little horizontal joint. But just so you can kind of get the essence of. And you said you've been looking for horror.
Hey, Dre, this is why he's my guy. He knows I've been looking for horror. It looks like this drawing saved to my actual phone for whatever reason. So let me just go ahead and bring up monkey hunting manga. All right, chat. We're gonna start off with this right here. Let me go ahead and share this drawing. There's no audio. I'm gonna show you audio. This looks like what we're looking at right now. So this is number one. I ain't gonna lie, the artwork on this shit is ridiculous.
Nasty.
This shit is. Let's go ahead and click into it,
Bro,
chat.
nah. This right here, the manga, they got an app.
Okay,
But
okay,
on
okay.
their app, they got everything, bro. So for the price of which Shonen
Time.
plus Viz, you get everything.
Chat, look at these panels, dog. Hold on, I don't want to go no further. I'm getting too
Nah,
excited.
bro.
Hold
You,
on.
you 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 gotta just scroll straight through it. Go to the last panel. Just look at
All right,
that.
bet. Hold on, let me go back, chat. Let me go back, chat.
Just
Oh,
scroll all the way down.
hold on. Let me do that
Cause
again
not
because I
much
want to make
happens in
sure.
that first. The first chapter is a lot of build up.
All right, chat. Can y'all see it? Scroll all the way down. Hold on. Oh, still going.
That shit start buffering. Cause I
Right.
think it's like a 60 episode, a 60 page chapter. Damn, that shit. Me.
Oh, what the?
Nah, keep
Woo-hoo-hoo.
going. I think it's 2 more. Oh,
Yo. Yo. Bull biting some dying. Oh, I just hold myself.
you good, bro. But definitely read that jump. And I think, cause
Hold on, you sent me something else.
I just sent you the
Oh,
screenshot
that's
of
the
the
panel.
last
Okay.
page. Yeah, the last panel. So that's I think the app is run by Shueisha,
Okay.
and that's pretty much the people who publish manga all in Japan and everything like that. So what I'm thinking
Okay.
about doing is because their app is I think $4.99. Shonen Jump is $3.99, and then Viz is $1.99. I'm thinking about dubbing both of those, getting that because that gives me access to whatever's already on Shonen and Viz
Okay.
plus. Like you can catch Witch Hat on there. You can catch Kindergarten Wars on there. Sakamoto Days, which is also on Shonen Jump, is on there. So it's like for the same price, you're getting so much more. So I'm thinking about definitely making that change so that I can read that week to week and then also read so much other stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, since we're on the topic here, um, I'll bring up like a shameless plug now. This John got a lot of shit on there, a lot of shit I actually do not know. Um, I was telling Dre about this a little while ago. It's kind of like a manga Tumblr in a sense. Let me go ahead and share it. Now, it's a lot of bullshit on here. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot of bullshit. It's called Manga Dex. Put y'all on game real quick. It's a lot of bullshit on here. Like I know you horny niggas is into this shit right here. You feel me?
Bro, and
We
that's
not
on the front of every fucking manga site is the
right,
freaky bull mangas first. That's not what I'm here for.
right. Like what is this? But for YouTube purposes, since we got to get this off the screen, come over here. I want to say it is my groups. This is. Oh wait, let me sign in real quick. I don't care. Ain't really nothing. Yeah, sure. It's not my group. Where the hell is this John at? Library. Plan to read. These are some of the Johns I plan to read on here. I started to read this John, this Autocode Juko Gaiden. I started to read this one. You just come on here, as you kind of see, they got the volumes broken down, and they got each chapter. So you scroll all the way down to the bottom, click this John, and here's the manga. Oh, I ain't gonna do that.
Shit, we might have to do Manga Mondays live on here
Yeah,
and
so this
read
is
them joints together.
right. So this John kind of reminded me of something that I was gonna bring up next, which is Fist of the North Star. It's in the same ballpark, literally. Um, I just started that, so if you kind of can see through the panels, it's damn near this almost the same storyline of Fist of the North Star. Um, again, that's manga decks. You gotta search through just bullshit, but once you get to what you want to get to, there is some fire. I want to give a quick shout out again to something else called How Formula. So How Formula is a drawn that's a Formula One manga. So if you like racing, if you like Formula One exclusively as far as racing, definitely check out How Formula. It's on the Viz app. Um, and then I want to touch on something that I believe is way ahead. I haven't really caught up because I really like the physical, but so Volume 2 just came out, and I'm gonna have to put you on game. It's a joint out there called Kiyoshi. Shit fire, shit fire. Like I said, I don't know how many chapters are out necessarily, but I do know at least in the physical.
103, I think.
Okay, bet. But I know at least in the physical volume wise, 1 and 2 are out. So if you're a physical guy, go ahead and grab that 1 and 2. That's out. Another sleeper that I found is called Isekai Samurai. That joint is pretty dope. And then last but not least, before we move on, um, um, what was I about to say? Phantom Busters. So Phantom Busters is drawn. I think 1 through 4 is out. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't the most crazy, John. Here's what I said to Jay before, and this kind of goes back to what I just said about Kiyoshi and how good Kiyoshi is. If I never read Kiyoshi, I would think Phantom Busters is out of here. But because I've read Kiyoshi 1 and 2 at least, it kind of puts Phantom Busters a little lower on the scale. The reason why I say that is because they're both like exorcism or exorcist manga. The main characters are both for like exorcists. So, but like I said, Kiyoshi just executed a little differently. So it's like Phantom Busters is very unique. Here's what I put it like this: Kiyoshi is like back in the day, like in game Infinity Wars, Marvel, while Phantom Busters is like X-Men. Like they're both still good, but it's like the hype is a little bit more around Kiyoshi than the X-Men. So that's kind of what I'll put it like. But then last but not least, we would talk about a little bit pre-production. My Hero. My Hero, the author of MHA, created a one shot of a horror, again sticking on the same horror type genre. I want to say, what is it called? Don't Smile or Don't Laugh.
Let me pull it up because
I
I
think
just
I
was
think it's
looking at
called
it.
Don't Laugh. Um, I'm only on like the third page. It's
It's
only one. It's a one shot, and I want to say it's like 60 pages or something like that.
yeah, it's Quit Laughing Shijima.
Quit laughing. I know it's quit something. Um, quick, quick one shot again. I'm only on page 3. Dre, if you feel like it, you want to give him a little, because I know you read it. You don't got to worry
Mm-hmm.
about me spoiling. You already know I'm gonna read this shit regardless.
So the thing I was like looking for was horror. To me, it did not give the amount of horror that I was kind of looking for. But the gist of it is there's a dude who he moves from the country of Japan to a seaside city. Now the thing with the
Mm.
city is there's entities that like live under the water that nobody can see but the main character of the one shot. And he when he moves there, he tells a joke. Nobody in the class really laughs, but the John Shijima, she got fucked up teeth. So
Gangsta Grizzlies.
yeah. So when they be like, yo, when you laugh, hide your teeth, and everybody's bullying her. But then all of a sudden, everybody start being nice to her. But the whole thing
Yeah.
is that city, since back in the day, they've been pretty much giving offerings to the beast that's living in the sea, and she's the next offering. So once she gets chosen, everybody starts to treat her nice because you're supposed to pay respects to the offering. But the main character fucked with her from the rip before then, so he ended up being in love with her. His whole thing is, all right, now I'm gonna save you from this so that nobody ever has to be sacrificed again. But like nothing about that shit was horror. It's just like supernatural, so they put it under horror.
I about to say I'm on the panel. What you're saying? It's like I want to say like page 3 or 4, maybe even 5. Where like the whatever like some kind of creature is hanging on to like one of the wooden pillars that are sticking out of the water. I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
Right.
you saw the hook.
Yeah, yeah.
She grabs the hook and she carries the hook around with her, and so it's like from there she's chosen to be the offering.
It's a one shot.
It'll stay a
Uh,
one shot.
yeah, yeah. I don't see it going further. Um, really quickly, we chatted briefly again in pre-production, which makes sense because in other areas, you look at music, Double XL, the magazine ain't really a thing. You look at sports, Sports Illustrated ain't really a thing. But the Shonen Jump magazine is at record uh low sales as of recently. Probably the lowest. I want to say it's the lowest they've ever been. Um, but essentially, it's just because kind of like what Dre just said about him subscribing to apps. There's more people out here subscribing to apps, right? So when you subscribe to a Shonen Jump to get, the next small little chapter of Kagurabachi, you don't have to do that anymore. There's mad apps. There's not even apps. You can just go on YouTube and type in the latest chapter of Kagurabachi and somebody's reviewing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. Like I said to Dre earlier, as a collector, the price go low, you cop. Um,
Facts.
so I mean, speaking of Kagurabachi, I know the very first issue of Shonen Jump magazine where Kagurabachi was introduced. That bitch out of here. Some of the older One Piece Jones and Naruto, them Jones out of here. So, I mean, there's going to be value. I think again, if you're a collector or if you just like them, I wouldn't get too disturbed about that article. But if Shonen Jump I don't know. I think Shonen Jump should just find its own a way to branch out. Like if you see your sales are declining, in my opinion, this is where you start to leverage your partnerships. Okay, cool. I'm Shonen Jump. Dre is, I don't know, the creator of freaking Kagurabachi. Yo, your next 10 chapters are only coming through my Shonen Jump magazine. Cool. That brings your volume back up. That brings your value back up. So that's just my brain. When when you get to that level, you start to leverage your partnerships, again, it don't have to be that. It could be, I don't know. You could do anything. Just branch out somehow. Use your partnerships. Um, but moving on because we are a little bit over time, and again, that's my apologies. Again, when your parents get old and they want an iPhone, just stand next to them. Um, Last but not least, and I wish some more of the guys here, but it is what it is. Um, so brought them up a lot. They're actually streaming right now. RDC again. A fan donated to RDC, and to shorten it, they said, "Who wins this fight? Madara and Hashirama versus Guy, Kakashi, Tsunade, a healthy Itachi, Minato, and Minato. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I did watch what they said, or what Mark said.
So did I.
Don't. I kind of agree with what he said, but I don't want to be a broken record. So I want to spice it up and say Hashirama and Madara lose that fight.
They definitely lose that fight.
They lose that fight.
I to me, Mark had no basis in his reasoning for why they win.
At all. He just kept saying all he said was the creator of Naruto said when he wrote Madara, he knew that he wrote the coldest person ever. That's not saying feats.
Right.
That's not saying any feats.
But when it comes to Mark, I do share one of his sentiments that he has. I am and will always be an Itachi Glazer. Call it what you want. He's tatted on my leg for a reason. Bro. Like Mark said, when a character dies from sickness in anime,
that's a great point.
They were so cold you could not write a logical reason for them to lose. So to me, Itachi is the win card because he has the Tosca blade and the Yatamir, a shield that blocks everything, and a sword that kills whatever it touches.
Yeah, cuts whatever.
Like, what are we really doing? I'm a Tarasu. Like, come on. Everything that makes Sasuke tough at the end of Shippuden, he got from his brother.
100% agreed. 100%.
So, like, come on, and then God.
8 gates.
The Minato figured out who the fuck Obito was in a minute and started giving that nigga work. Who else they had on their team? Tsunade. She just gonna heal everybody. And
OD too. And that's the problem. She gonna heal OD.
Right. And if we keep it in a buck, bro, Hashirama her granddad, bro. He's not putting hands on that little girl.
He can't fight her. He can't fight her.
Like, come on, that's his granddaughter. It's probably like nothing in the world that would make him actually, like, Madara would have to beat her, and then Hashirama might still step in and be like, nigga, no.
Yeah.
Like that's bloodline. Leave her alone.
All right. What if they're all bloodlust though? So like ain't no relationship involved. Like, yeah, nigga, it's my granddaughter. That's what up, nigga. Hold this big ass Buddha statue.
Nah, that bloodlust. So my thing with bloodlust is, when I think of bloodlust, it's I'm going for the kill off the rip. Yeah. If everybody shoots kill techniques from the beginning, So Guy goes 8 gates. Itachi pulls out a Susanoo, flying Raijin off the rip,
Yeah.
thousand healings jutsu. Kakashi, I don't know if they giving you DMS or what, but
Yeah.
Chidori and whatever, cuz still, like, to me, they have too much on their side because it's not just five ninja. You have five of the strongest ninja from the strongest village against two people.
But
So if we go Susanoo for Susanoo, because of the
the
weapons
blades, yeah.
Itachi's has, Itachi Susanoo beats Madara.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So
I think
it's
at
like
that point it comes down to technique because I think Madara is still a better fighter than Itachi. Easily, by far.
probably
Madara is easily by far. Itachi wins off jutsu genjutsus, and that Madara can break every single genjutsu he has.
right. And then in my eyes, I know Naruto exists outside of everybody in like Boruto and beyond. To me, Hashirama is the strongest ninja ever
That's my vote.
because everything that makes Naruto tough, Hashirama can counteract with the wood style. He can suppress the nine
Chakra,
tails
yeah, easily.
chakra with the wood style. His chakra reserves are dumb. So it's like they put up a good fight, but I feel like it gets to a point where it's like the overwhelming numbers
Yeah,
will be the reason that the other side wins because it's not like Madara has infinite chakra like he does in the war. He can't make clones and then give all his clones Susanoo. Madara is not doing that. That he was able to do that because he was
because it's
reanimated
reincarnated. Yeah,
and he had that endless pool of chakra. That's the only reason that that was flying.
facts.
Now,
Here's what I will say. I will say one caveat. If one person like Tsunade, Minato, if one person on that side takes an L, it gets slim picking. Like if they only get Hashirama and Madara to like if were they both like 70%, like they beat up but they still fighting, and one at least one of them is dead, it gets a little shaky.
Guy's gonna die because he gonna have to go 8 gates for them to win that fight. So
Yeah,
Guy's cooked. But if Jubidara, that's who Guy went 8 gates to beat. Jubidara to me should be stronger than base Madara, who they would be fighting.
agreed.
So 8 gates Guy should put him in a pack.
Right, yeah, yeah, right.
So it's
And
like
he admitted he's the strongest. Like that hit that eight gate guy did literally, he should have died, but he didn't.
yeah, and like even Madara said, you're the best taijutsu user I've ever fought.
Hands, right.
Come on, like
Mm.
we really do this.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Hey, you guys comment down below what you guys think. Again, Madara and Hashirama versus Tsunade, a healthy Itachi, Kakashi, Minato, and Guy. Think it's gonna be, and again, like I said, I'm throwing a little spice on it, but I do kind of agree with Mark said, which is it's definitely Game 7. It's for sure Game 7. Um, but
Oh, for sure. Game 7 in this go that bitch going into overtime every game.
right, right. Say appreciate you guys tapping in. My apologies for the chops again. Trying to get my pops right with his phone. Um, appreciate you guys for tapping in again. Watch out for that Manga Mondays. I want to say shit. We might start in August, maybe like the last week of August, before the kiddos get into school. Well, some of the kids will be in school, but we might start off that Manga Mondays towards the end of August. And again, stay tuned. I don't know how Twitch regulations are, but we might fuck around and watch Monster live on Twitch. So make sure you guys stay tuned with that. Um, again, Couchlore on Twitch, Couchlore Podcast on everything else: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. That's all we got. That's all we gonna stick to. We're not worried about Twitter and all that shit right now, because we need more manpower, and I'm not gonna be the one doing all that shit. So shout out to Sway.
Facts.
Shout out to Sway. He out in another country right now. It's his birthday today. He definitely would have been on the podcast today. Um, but yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. I want to say today is Monday and we're recording. Definitely by Friday. Make sure you guys tap into the YouTube. This shit will be out and popping. From Q, Dre, we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.